Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to bring you along a day of sourcing for the used side of my e-commerce business. There's two sides to it, evergreen and used. And today I'm specifically going to show you how the used sourcing side works. My name is Bryce and I travel full time and I stay at one place for about a month and a half to 2 months. And my goal when I stay in a place is to try and drain the local area as much as possible on Facebook Marketplace, and in doing so and making travels to the locations, I hit as many goodwills as I can to kind of juice up the trip profitability. Now, today we have a Facebook deal for a Starlink Gen 2 satellite dish with the router node, and that person also has a Blue Ox towing bar. It's a 2-hour drive, but there are 3 goodwills on the way there, and there is also 4 goodwills in the town that I'm picking it up from. I try to spend no more than like 10 to 15 minutes if, I strike out. So not a ton of time loss, but, enough to make it worthy if there is something in there. So I will go ahead and meet you at the first goodwill, which is in about 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go over exactly how I run through the goodwills the way that I do. So this is a mock goodwill that I have here. This is just one that I've been to. It is definitely not standard. So the first thing I do, this is the door. So the first thing that I do when I walk in the door is I like to plan it in my head. I want to be as fast as possible, so I'm going to go around the perimeter of the building because I know that's where most of the items are going to be. So in this example, this would be the checkout, and the glass case is always at the checkout so people don't steal it. So the first thing I would do in this example is check the glass here and see if anything catches my eye. I'm mainly looking for electronics and like calculators or Wi-Fi extenders, cameras, etc. I've picked up other items in the past, such as purses and things like that. I'll pop up on screen some comps for that, but I typically don't snag that because I'm not as confident. So after I check the glass case, I will make my way across the perimeter and I would hit electronics. I would take a quick look, see if anything catches my eye. If it doesn't, I would move on. I would then go ahead, either go to the toys or go to the home goods. The home goods a lot of time is a miss. I will throw some comps up on some items I found at the home goods that have brought a decent amount, but I typically am super fast in this one. And then I will hit the toys. I typically don't buy nothing at the toys. This will usually have stuffed animals or Nerf guns or just toys, obviously, and I sometimes buy items, but hardly ever. After that, I would go ahead and sweep over here to the games and DVDs. I'll throw some comps of some item like DVDs and games that I've found that have brought some money. I typically do not buy anything though. After that, I will head to the books. I love the books. The main thing that I look at the books is biblical Bibles. I will check the comps on those, and I will also check for college books, so things that college students are going to need for a upcoming season. After that, I'll hit the shoes. Quick look, I just look for price errors. The shoes are outrageously priced. I would then hop down to the bags just for a quick look, and then I will go ahead and head to checkout if I don't find anything, and if I don't, I will leave and head to the next one. Now, I just want to add that this is how I personally like to resell. My main objective is to get to the Facebook deal, and I don't want to spend a ton of time combing through all of these clothing items just to find minuscule profit. I'm looking for quick in and out and find something good. Alright, I just finished up at that Goodwill and didn't find nothing valuable in the cases. There was a cool vintage Polaroid 210, but they don't sell for very much, and they wanted $20, which is roughly market value. So nothing good at that Goodwill. So on to the next one. All right, so success. Most of this, well, 2 of the items came from the glass case and 1 came from the electronics. So I have a DeWalt Dremel tool. I paid $10.99 for it. They're roughly about $60 plus shipping, so a little bit of a come up. But the glasses, or the cameras, is what is mainly good. So the EOS, Canon EOS Elin 7, body only goes for $150. I paid $10.99 for this one. And then a way older model, so a Canon Rebel 2000. I really like the Rebel T series. I sell a ton of those, but this one specifically, they go for about $100 used. So not too bad for, oh, that one I paid $10.99 for as well. So nice little stop there. Now the next stop is going to be going ahead and grabbing our Facebook deal. So I will catch up with you once I go ahead and purchase those items. All right, deal was a success. I got the Starlink Gen 2 plus the mount on top of it, plus the 75-foot power cord for $100. And I got the Blue Ox for $120 plus a ton of extra accessories. So yeah, lots of good stuff on today's haul. I'm going to see if I have enough time. I gotta be back in the town that I'm staying at by 2:33, and it is currently 12:02. It's a 2-hour drive, so have about 30 minutes to burn. So I'm going to probably hit a Goodwill or 2 around here and head back. All right, so we made the stop, and I ended up picking up a Dyson vacuum. DC39 was the model number. Now, the vacuum itself whole does not sell for very much. The unit itself sells for $75, the handle for like another $50, the cord and a different part of the handle sells for $20 and $40. So the part out is worth anywhere from like $200 to $250. All I really got to do is disassemble it and put it into my spreadsheet as different SKUs divided by how many parts I parted out into. $20.99, and then this location did have tax, so it came out to like $22.60 something cents. So yeah, pretty good buy. Anyways, I'm headed back to town now, and I will catch up with you guys then. To start this outro, I just want to add that I have just recently added the used aspect to my business. So flipping on Facebook and buying stuff from the thrift stores about 2 months ago. This is a very new concept to my e-commerce business, as the other side of it is very hands-off and is a very compounding effect, which is what I'm going to get into a lot more on my next videos and my upcoming ones, as that has a ton of value. But I think most people find more value in the flipping aspect, as it is a quick active income that works for now. My other side is a very, very, very compounding and very powerful aspect that I pretty much built e-commerce on. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, as I am going to give you so much value on how I run my e-commerce business and the direction that I'm bringing it, and just pretty much be an open book, so you can pretty much copy it and make all the money that you want in the world, as it works amazing for me, and I think it will work even better for you.